Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Ender's GameCube. I'm of course your host, Ender. Got a fantastic show for you. If you missed the first episode though, go ahead and click it right here. Don't worry, we'll wait if you push the pause button right here. And if you just want to throw caution to the wind, well, I'm cool with that. We'll just go on to the next part of the show, which is reviewing 18-Wheeler. 18-Wheeler American Pro Trucker is the arcade cabinet game from Sega. It proved popular enough that Sega ported it to their Dreamcast. With the Dreamcast failing and Sega now falling even harder on harder times, they'd ink a deal with Acclaim Entertainment to port and release several of their Dreamcast games to the PlayStation 2 and GameCube. The only two games to see the light of day for the GameCube from this deal were Crazy Taxi and 18-Wheeler American Pro Trucker. As you may have noticed, 18-Wheeler is an arcade-style racer. How fitting since the game came from the arcades. In the first mode of play, you pick your big rig and you haul trailers across America to the destination. There are only 4 levels and you have a timer on each one, ticking away until you cross the finish line, all while trying to avoid the Noid. No, wait, your rival, Lizard Tail. Bonus time will be added when you cross the checkpoint, and if you can smash flame decaled vans that are driving on the road. If you're lucky enough to cross the finish line ahead of your rival, you'll get a parking minigame. More on this in a sec. But if you happen to park in the allotted time, you'll unlock fancy new upgrades to your rig, like a new horn for honking, or a muffler for extra speed, or a brand new engine for more power. In order to unlock all 3 of these, you have to be ahead of your rival in the first 3 levels. If you happen to play this mode over again, you'll notice that the levels are at the exact same order. No option to choose which level you'd like to play, or if you just want to play the last level, you have to go through the first 3 first. Next up is the parking mode, a mode that was added for the home release, and is an expansion of the minigame in arcade mode. In this mode, you have a timer, again, ticking away while you drive as fast and as careful as you can to the green rectangle. Careful, because if you hit any boxes or street lights, you have 4 seconds ripped away from your allotted time. And if you hit any wall, the game will mercilessly take 6 seconds away. Each of the 4 stages have 5 stops that you'll need to drive to and stop in order. The amount of time you're given is based on how long it should take you to get from point to point, and not how well you did on the previous park. This makes the later stages frustrating. Another mode added for the home release is Score Attack, the weakest of the sauces. In Score Attack, you'll drive around a track 3 times while you try to hit bonus vans for more points, and try to avoid hitting civilian cars that make you lose points. There are 3 tracks to race in to try and get a high score. Lastly, we come to Versus Mode, which is Score Attack mode times 2. This time, instead of racing by yourself, you're racing against a friend or wife to get the high score. It was pretty fun to try and smash in another human's truck, but I don't understand why you have to be stuck in the cockpit view only. The story is pretty simple and straightforward. You're a rookie semi-driver who's trying to prove they're the best that ever was, and you'll do this by driving faster and crazier than Lizard Tail, the fastest and craziest there ever is. Music is adequate for an arcade racer, but when you're in arcade mode and you're getting chatter through the CB radio, it can be really hard to tell what's being said. Now maybe this has something to do with that I think one of my speakers on my TV is going bad, but it was still hard to decipher what was being said. Controls are what you'd expect from a racing game. Push the R trigger for gas, and push the L trigger for the brake. Weirdly, there is no engine brake for this game. Press the Y button to honk the horn and get cars to move out of your way, or sometimes they'll move into your way. Use the X button to change camera view from inside the cockpit to outside, and vice versa. The B button is used to switch your gear into reverse, and finally the A button is used to switch from low gear to high gear. I found this gear switching to be annoying, since in low gear there are 3 gears that will automatically switch between the 3 for the best situation. So why not have it automatically switch into high gear for me? I probably wouldn't have had a problem if there had been only 2 gears that I switched between, or I had control over gearing up and down completely. So you've shown Lizardtail who's the best trucker around, not once, not twice, but 4 times, once with each trucker. What else is there to do? Well, since the game tells you nothing is unlocked, you'd think that. But you can actually now play as the 5th trucker advertised on the back of the case, Nippon Maru. Now here's the tricky part. Supposedly, if you complete arcade mode with Nippon Maru, you're supposed to unlock the ability to play as Lizardtail himself. I tried this and could not get it to work. And everywhere I looked, the solution is to beat arcade mode with all 5 truckers. But since I couldn't unlock him, I'm going to assume that either he's an arcade cabinet only unlock, a Dreamcast only unlock, and or was removed from the GameCube edition. On a different note, there is supposed to be more parking stages unlocked when you complete the first 4, but I couldn't confirm this because the last stage is so hard, and that made me want to throw my controller through the screen. For the sake of saving hundreds of dollars worth of damages, I decided that that was a good place to stop. If I had come upon a cabinet of 18-wheeler with the full steering wheel and pedals at the arcade, I think I really would have enjoyed myself quite a bit. But since I was able to complete arcade mode in less than 2 hours, and I was done with the game forever in just 4, I have to give 18-wheeler a 4.5 out of a possible 10. Alright guys, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed. If you totally did though, you should check out the 1080 Avalanche for the first episode that I did. And if you're from the future, like I know you are, you should click on this link for Karaoke Revolution Party. Won't do anything unless you're from the far future, and I've actually put up the 3rd episode, but you should still click it anyways. It probably does something good. Brain fart. Like, subscribe. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Tell me that my Wii shirt sucks hardcore. Or, you know, I meant the opposite of that. It rockstars your boxers. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you next time. With a little more spit shine, I think it could have earned a 6.